one to bring you this important message.
Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Heru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it again, here with you, here for you. Here to touch bases with you, see how you doing. Holla at me, as the brother used to say. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for sharing these few moments that we allocate for each other here with episode 82. Yes, that's number 82. Why We Complain. That's the title. Episode 82. Why We Complain. So let me go back. Thank yous. Subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Tell your mama, your daddy, your grandma, grandpa, brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, whoever friends, associates, all that, employees, everybody. Let them know. Let them know. Go check out that You Are the Gym podcast show. It's actually very entertaining. That brother Heru, he's a weird type of dude. He's weird, he's crazy, but it's a good crazy. It's something to get you to think about. Something to get you moving. Put some action, put some fire under that ass. Follow me. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for all the good and bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all that. Shout out to my sponsor, Brother Dr. Boz Moreno, for all the health modalities that he has been introducing to the world, even though the world is there for all of us. It's for you, for you, me, me, and them, and they. So, if you really want to get in contact with Dr. Boz Moreno, if you're having health issues like crazy diabetes, trying to get your diabetes in rec, you might have lupus, you might have some other form of degenerative disease. This brother has the remedies, literally. He has the remedies. He has the answers. Y'all talk about God. Y'all talk about all these particular figures, particular icons, when you talk about ideology, when you're talking about religion, when you're talking about these gods or spiritual beings or people who can actually heal people. This brother actually have the ability to know the information, the direction. You feel me? We all gods and goddesses within ourselves, right? But we are here for a certain mission. So those of you who are serious and want to get in touch with this brother, you can reach him on his email, bozmoreno@gmail.com. That's BAZMORENO@gmail.com. Definitely email him. Let him know who you are. Tell him you coming. Hey, I'm representing that You Are the Gym podcast show. That brother Heru sent me over here. So hit him up on email. You can always get him on his website, bozmoreno.xyz. Yes, that's Boz Moreno. BAZMORENO.xyz. His website and his phone number. I don't know if you can get him directly, but you can leave a message stating what your situation is, how you heard, where you get this connection from. Tell him, hey, that brother Heru, the modern monk over there, hooked me up with your email or with your number. That's 5255-4918-1580. That's 5255-4918-1580. For those of you who's wondering, that number, that's pretty long. This brother's located in Mexico. Beautiful Mexico. Mexico, not New Mexico, not in the United States of America, but the international Mexico, the international cartels. You feel me? No, I'm joking. Shout out to you, Dr. Boz Moreno, for what you have been doing. You're definitely a big asset in my life. You don't know how much I value you, brother, but I definitely respect all what you have been doing because I've been seeing the results. And you know a brother's still building bigger, better, and faster and getting stronger daily. You feel me? That's what we're supposed to do as elderly people. We supposed to get better. We become the avatars. The avatars that these young brothers and sisters are looking to. You know what I'm saying? Guidance. They're looking for us for guidance. So we got to keep up in shape. We got to be in shape, mind, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, to be able to make moves, to be able to do what we want to do. Shout out to you, Dr. Boz Moreno, for the sponsorship. Those of you who are serious about your health, not saying that to be funny, but really, seriously, want to take your health to the next level. Tired of all this bullshit sitting around talking about you gained 20, 30 pounds. No more of that. You shouldn't even have that mindset. Your mindset should be always, I got to be doing something physical, something physicality, recreational, something, activity to keep my body moving, to keep my heart moving, to get me back in shape like I used to be able to run around the park, whatever you wanted to do. You should at least be doing that at least 3 days a week. Those of you who are serious, just 3 days a week. You don't even have to be serious on that. Just 3 days a week, some physical activity that actually engages your heart rate, get your heart rate up, get you moving. Positive, and it's got to be a positive, even if it's just walking around within your home. Just walking around your home. Yeah, your children might look at you a little crazy, but you're making it happen. You're doing something physical. Even those of you who, this is another thing, those of you who like cooking. I think that's one of our reasons why we claim that we get big and fat and this and that. It still can be managed. You feel what I'm saying? It still can be managed. Not eating as many calories or digesting as much food throughout the day. You're already making healthy food. You know who I'm talking to, baby. Already making healthy foods. You feel me? You're already making healthy foods. So it's about incorporating, getting your activity level up. Therefore, you burn more within that particular structure or within that particular day when you're eating a little bit much more. But see, this is the thing I think we fail to realize, even though I'm going to get back on that complaint. But let me get back. I'm sorry. I got off tangent, but this is something I'm very passionate about anyway. Y'all know this. Those of you who are serious, you can reach me at youarethegym@gmail.com and text me. If you're really serious, text me. Let me know who you are, where you got me at. Did you hear my number, or did you get my contact from being just online, or whatever the case may be? Just let me know what's up so I can just have a more measurable result. And knowing that you're serious, you can text me at 206-659-6382. That's 206-659-6382. Please leave your name. And if you do call, leave a message. Leave a message. What happened to that? Everybody think they're going to get somebody live all the time. And that don't even happen in real life. People are busy too. People are busy. We might not be busy doing anything, but we are busy. And then the funny thing is, the culture of spamming has got so bad, people don't want to answer their phone. I'm a witness to that. People don't want to answer their phone, especially if I don't know the number. But bear with me, folks, as we journey into this episode 82. Why we complain. And this is very to the point. Let me get us on track. Let me get us on the same page by defining what complaining mean, and vice versa, and some thoughts I want to go through, and some things what we see throughout our culture in general. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. So let's dive into this. So I'm referencing my brothers known as Google. Known as Google. They've been around since what, 2002, 2004, somewhere, when they really start blowing up, 2004. But it's understanding, or maybe Facebook. I'm thinking about Facebook. I think 2002 is Google. Google was coming to the forum. But I'm utilizing them as a platform. As complaint, the definition, a statement that a situation is unsatisfactory or unacceptable. Protest, protestation, objection, remorse. An illness or medical condition, especially relatively minor one. Disorder, disease, infection, affliction, illness, ailment. Now, complaint. We oh, let me do this before I go back. Before I go back into it, I had pulled up, why do we complain? Right? Why do we complain? And this is the definition that came up. Complaining also keeps people from taking action. It gives us excuses to procrastinate and keep from achieving goals. It's always much easier to complain than to find a solution. Another reason people complain is to avoid responsibility. Now, how accurate is that when you think about it? This is all the collective. This is the collective of the mindset of what complaining may come about. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. This is debatable. You can say what you want to say. You can do what you want to do. You got your own platform, or go find your own platform. But this is my platform. You are the gym. And Heru, the modern monk, the host, is speaking. And he's coming off his mindset of what my experience has been and what I see going on within our communities, within our society, and within our whole structure of humanity. I think complaining is needed. I think complaining has its place. Because a lot of people, don't take me wrong, now you got a lot of people complaining who don't take no action in shit. They don't do shit. They talk shit, they talk shit, and they put all these borders up, but they're not willing to take the action or take the responsibility. And that's really what it comes down when I'm talking about complaining. Now, this platform, You Are the Gym, has been one of those platforms that I can rant, that I can go off on certain things. And you may even dictate or even say, with all the podcast shows, maybe that was what I was doing. But my purpose or my point is to really engage in conversation with you. Engage in questions that we can find answers together to build. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's really what it comes down to. It comes down to, how do we build each other? How do we create a better environment? How do we create a better relationship with each other? Even in my interaction with those of you who are actually tuning in or have some part, I'm connecting with you on some type of way. And it may be the show. It may even be through the job environment. It may even be through my work relationship with my fitness clients and whatnot. But in some way the key thing is, as we build each other, or we can build the foundation brick by brick. That's really what it comes down to, taking responsibility. Complaining has its part, but complaining is getting so bad right now where a lot of us, and I go back to the podcast show and I forgot what number it was, but complacency. We're complaining about complacency. And we know what complaint is. Complaint is change. Uh-oh. You're like, where is brother going with this? Right? Life is about responsibility. Life is about accountability. Yes. Over the past decades, over the past centuries, we have developed technology that has been incorporated within our lifestyles now. We didn't need internet back in the 90s, early 90s. It wasn't really no use for it. And everybody wasn't on the same. The masses didn't have access to it. So it was like, what is email? when email first came out. You with me? You with me? Now, complaining can be disguised as well as other terminology or disguises, right? You know, because I mean, if we really want growth, we would pay attention to the complaints. Uh-oh. Because I think we can all agree on certain mannerisms or habits that people tend to do if they're literally commonalities, right? Common things that people tend to do. Even though it's kind of interesting because we're not a society no more that we question anything. We don't question nothing anymore. That's what I notice about our society, and that's what I notice about the media. The media got us where we don't even question anything anymore. Because all the platforms are saying the same thing. That's why you know it's a it's a problem in our society. Because it's all built on lies. Uh-oh. It's all built on lies. Now, you may agree and you may disagree with me on this, and I had mentioned this before. I think R. Kelly's one of the most brilliant writers, right? But we tend to judge this man due to this, you know, these issues with these little girls, and I won't even say little girls, young women, that he's been having these problems with, and we won't even go there. But at the same time, we address it. This brother's a genius. He's a musical genius. I mean, you can listen to the brother, you know, that's why you know inspiration, but that's when you know brothers and sisters that go through adversity and crazy, I'm talking about just crazy shit. You be like, how do a motherfucker overcome from that? You feel what I'm saying? When your name is all up in the mud. I mean, literally, not even in the mud, in the shit. Deep in the shit. I'm gonna smoke to that one. Did I tell y'all, my folks, my young men and women, my older women, my older men, I love you and thank you and appreciate you for taking the time to tune in to listen to what this brother got to say. And it's not even what I got to say. These are just the thoughts that goes on in my head, and I'm like putting it on audio, and it's people like literally listening to what I got to say. That's inspiration in itself, people. That's what wake me up every morning, and how I can reinvent, how I can develop, how I can create the marvel of the Black Panther, the enhanced Black Panther, Marvel, the Wolverine, the Batman, the Superman. You feel me? All in one, the Iron Man, the Wonder Woman, and all the superheroes. You feel me? You have that ability. I have that ability to create that. You saying this brother gone crazy. We talk about complaining. Why we complain? I'm part of that structure too. I'm part of that percentage that complain. And you know why I complain? Because I'm not being heard. Uh-oh. Do you think this government truly want to have successful people running around this plane, prospering, creating fruit? Think about it. Why wouldn't anybody in their right mind want to live in a fruitful, bearing, beautiful, loving environment? You know it's something wrong. Come on. Are you with me? Think about it. Who in their right mind would think of evil? I want to just get and take from everybody. This is mine. This is my planet. Even though it is our own interpretation. Uh-oh. Now I'm going to get spiritual on you, brothers and sisters. Think about it. You're the only one exist within this plane right now. Think about that. I'm going to smoke on that one. You're the only one, you, right there, sitting down, or whatever you doing, driving in your car, tuning in at work, listening to a brother. You're the only one that exists. And everybody you're bringing in your existence is you, is a form of you, is a personality, is a characteristic of you. You are the Alpha, you are the Omega, as that brother would say. Machine Gun Kelly. Man, y'all need to check that song out. I know maybe a lot of y'all might not be no hip hoppers, and I wouldn't even know what they would put him in. Machine Gun Kelly. But he got this cold cut called I Am the Alpha, I Am the Omega. And it's hard. For those of you who don't really get it or can see or open your mind to the complaint, then to find a solution. The complaint is the solution, people. Uh-oh. He flipped it on us. He flipped it on us. This day, January 14th, 1997. Away from Alaska forever. Complaining is the solution. We have to listen to the complaint. This is interesting too, because your complaining goes on within your relationships too, your significant other. Think about it, and maybe some of you guys, y'all, some of you women too, you may be witnessing something beyond where you don't have beef. Have you ever had a relationship like that? Like you have a long-term friend that y'all never even bumped heads or anything. Literally, y'all never really got heated, debated, never argued. I got one relationship I know for a fact. In all the years we've been knowing each other, and I'm talking like kindergarten, preschool. You feel me? We haven't gotten into no argument. And most of our complaints have been solutions for each other. You feel what I'm saying? We've been in contact. I mean, we in our 40s now, and we've still been in contact. And never had a beef with each other. Literally, never had a beef with each other. It was always an understanding. I got one relationship like that. Even though you learn from these particular bumps in the roads, the complaints, the solutions. The complaints are the solution. Let me just redirect your thinking from what complaining actually means. Complaining is the solution. It's about, are we listening to the solution? Are we listening to the complaint of that particular person? And I think the complaint, whatever it may be that is irritating, or is the procrastination or the action not taken, is the value of that particular action, is the value of that particular outcome. You see what I'm saying? It's like people, show them the value, show them the benefit of what it can do for them. That's the thing I've been changing within my relationships. Showing people, look, this is the end result is what it looked like right here, right now. Here's the joy. Here's the process. Enjoy the process. Because the process is allowing you to build. Is allowing you to become stronger. Is allowing you to become the number one you. I'm the number one. I'm the number one. Whatever that brother's song be saying. Journal. Shout out to the conscious hip hop that is still alive out there. The Talib, all them brothers. Thank you for that. Because it's definitely needed. It's definitely the complaint and it's definitely the solution. The best lyricists, hands down. And then the music game with the conscious game has been elevated. It's been taken to the next level. Now we're starting to see the balance. We're starting to see the Tupac within all the artists in the conscious community. That's just my take on some things. Especially what I've been listening to recently. Like the Machine Gun Kellys and, the Journers, the Hopkins. If I got his name, the Royce 5'9s, even Eminem. Eminem is bringing it. They're bringing more of a conscious understanding of what's going on. Even when they're doing these battles, the battles is so good now where you're like, wow, that got me interested. Let me go check this brother out. You feel me? That's the thing. And that's what music used to do. I don't know about this new music, what we're actually seeing advertising, even though that's the complaint. The solution is listen to what these brothers are trying to communicate. Because that's the thing, all these fast rappers, and you're trying to break down their syllables. And because once upon a time, I think hip-hop used to be scholar. That's just my take. That can be debatable, but it used to be scholarship. Brothers got in the game. They was lyricists. You know what I'm saying? They might not have the hottest beat, but then they started coming out like the Nas's, like the Tupacs, like the Rakims, the Big Daddy Kanes even. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, even the Too Shorts, they had their avenues then. They had their areas, literally. They had their areas locked down. Their genres. Yeah. But the complaint is usually the solution. That's what I'm debating here. Why we complain? Why do I complain? Why do we have each other, we're complaining about this, we're complaining about that. See, the life is about betterment, and that's the coolest thing, because the tree that bears the fruit each and every year don't complain how much fruit it's bearing. It keeps it moving, right? It just keep moving. And it adjusts with fire, my saying. Adjust with fire. It adjusts with what's going on with its environment. Even though we've been doing that day in, day out. That's why really nobody can, hands down, nobody comes close to the African American experience. Hands down. When you're talking about living in a world that you're discriminated on every level, especially as a male. I'm judged on every level. And this has been my experience, but I don't never share these experiences with people. And I'm complaining, but I'm like, look, here's the solution for all that. For all that. And think about this. Even my environment I grew up in, shout out, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful for being born and raised in Alaska. Fairbanks, out of all places in the world, was a great and wonderful place for me to raise myself. Or be raised up in. You feel me? And that's not saying my mom or my dad didn't do their job and this and that. No, I'm not saying that. Everybody plays their part. Everybody plays a source of responsibility in a certain amount of time given to those in that time period. Uh-oh, that boy's getting that philosophy on me. He's getting that philosophy. And philosophy. Kuna Matata. Kuna Matata. That's all it is. Kuna Matata. Why we complain? Why do we complain? You know what? You know who was a big complainer and we didn't pay no attention to him? And he probably was the coldest, one of the coldest artists, talented artists ever out there too. Kurt Cobain. Hands down. The John Lennon right there. The John Lennon of the 90s. You feel me? That brother was complaining. He was telling us what he was going to do. All the songs, he was saying it, brothers and sisters. Go listen to some Nirvana. Go listen to some Kurt Cobain. And hear the brothers telling his story. Literally telling his story. That's what I'm saying. We got the complaints. The solutions are in the... It's in the actions. It's in the actions not being taken. Uh-oh. That brother's crazy. He complaining over here. If you getting any value from these shows, I need you to subscribe. I need you to tell all your buddies and friends and everybody around you, your mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, everybody. Go on, tell them, man, you need to be subscribing to this You Are the Gym podcast show. This brother Heru is crazy. He's hilarious. Yes, he's hilarious. And he got t-shirts waiting for y'all asses too. I got some headbands coming, and I got a bag package set. That's going to be hitting the market real soon. And I'm working on the website, so bear with me. I'm just getting a few things I want to get tactics so I can be able to introduce the whole complaint or the whole solution for you to take action. Take action. Take action, but be patient and hit them hard. And when you do take action, you're hitting them hard. You allow them to pay attention to you. See what's going on with you. Tuning in to you. Like I said, if you're looking to get a nice workout, customized workout for yourself or your family members, give me a shout out, 206-659-6382. You can hit me up at youarethegym@gmail.com. That's gmail.com, yes. Then you can always go to youarethegymlive.com. And that's going to be live here, hoping the end of next week. Literally, get that up and running for you. Those of you who want to start taking advantage and get involved in my academy, it's going to be $15.99 a month. And I'm definitely going to be giving you some exclusive content and some other complaints or other solutions that I think we need to start taking more action. We need to start building teams, start building armies, start building soldiers, warriors. You feel me? Within our own communities. You feel what I'm saying? Because you are the gym. So you got to start acting like the gym and start taking advantage of all the different tactics, from mountain climbing tactics to huffing it up some hikes, doing some lovely boulder climbing, working on different archery techniques, having fun with bowling techniques, because everything has a science to it. It's just about how do you use it? How do you incorporate it within your life? That's what we're talking about. 206-659-6382, where you will find the exclusive. And why you guys, hey, those of you who are on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Heru Aman, You Are the Gym. So, Heru, Heru, Amun, AMUNURARE, the THE, Gym, GYM. And I should pop right up. Instagram. And y'all know how y'all can get me at Facebook and all the rest of them. At You Are The Gym. But definitely you should be subscribed. And we're talking episode 82. Why We Complain. Like I said, I would voucher complaining has its part. It has its space. It kind of reminds me of ranting, right? But at the same time, when you're the difference, the other side of this complaining is when you're complacent within your mindset, when you're complacent within that complaining, and you're not able to take action or take necessary action, like I usually say, taking accountability, taking responsibility, taking the initiative to move forward with something, showing that you're taking ownership. You know what I'm saying? You're taking ownership of your learning. You're taking ownership of your suremanship, your confidence that you got this, and that I don't have no problems going asking for the solution or asking the question that need to be addressed. My brothers and sisters, like I said, we love you. We love ya. Thank you for taking action by subscribing, by tuning in, by taking the time to listen to what a brother is actually saying and taking action. Like I said, I'm still working on my 30 days with giving others great compliments. It's coming out very well. It's empowering people. You see what I'm saying? Complaining can be empowering if you're using complaining in that format per se. Are you with me? Because complaining, like I say, you avoid the responsibility instead of just taking the responsibility. And I think that's one of, I wouldn't say one of the problems, but I would say one of the issues that I've been engaging a lot more, experiencing. So I'm starting to be well, the Home Depot experience is like, okay, I'm the expert, right? I'm the expert on certain tools or what tool I should be getting, yada yada yada, in the hardware department, right? So they're coming asking me, or certain people are getting sent to me, and this is becoming pretty regular. This is becoming weekly. I've been noticing every week I've been interacting with people that's actually been, well, you've been the man. They said you come to you, you know what to, you know. So I take on that responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? I take on a lot of responsibilities. But I think the responsibilities I take on, I tend to want to take ownership of them. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting too, because when people see that, they see, okay, this is authority. People, when you come in the room, they know this brother, he's got it. He's there. I feel him. I feel his energy. That's what you want to do by counter-complaining. You want to be the solution, right? That's the key thing. You want to be the solution. Let's give it to him. Let's give it to Mikey. Let Mikey try it. Mikey! Mikey, he loves it. He loves it. But they never showed you. That's the crazy thing. Look how deep that commercial is. They never showed you a time when Mikey was like putting it off. That's how powerful that particular series of commercials back then, how deep that impersonation was on our mindset. Because we never seen them denied any other serials. That was just the first introduction, how we was introduced to the situation. Mikey loves it. He loves it. They didn't show him, not taking other cereals, right? I don't even recall that. Maybe those of you who were with me back in them days, growing up in the 80s, 90s, Mikey, he loves it, he loves it. Y'all know the commercial. Don't be acting like y'all new to this. Take responsibility. Go look that up. But the point is, I'm just stating, nobody want to take the responsibility or take the initiative to act on it. Do what you got to do. Okay, you're going to learn from it. You're going to make your mistakes. That's what life is about, right? Make your mistakes. But don't become complacent. Don't complain about being complacent. Uh-oh. And I'm a witness to it too. You know, I'm a witness to it too. I do it, you know. But see, the thing with me, I use this as a platform, or I use my platforms to express what I'm feeling, or I'm feeling some type of way. Some type of way. But that's definitely how it comes down, how you trickle it down, right? Because when you when you think about it too, the crazy thing, think about complaining. Think about how much time is wasted when certain issues are not, I guess it's not important until it actually happens to one of the important people or somebody that takes responsibility for the action. Uh-oh. Taking the necessary actions to complete the task or to address the task. You with me? You're with me, brothers and sisters. Because complaining has its place. And like I say, non-complaining has its place as well. Because we're not growing. Both sides create change, right? Change is inevitable. Y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. But change is always happening, right? It's just about how are you responding to this change. Not reacting, responding. You know? And this is the key, like I'm always saying, you have to take time for meditation. And you know what's a good meditation technique is binaural beats. Putting that in your ear, listening to the white noise or however you, whatever sounds that may be gratifying to the mind. Even classical music works the same way. You feel me? Put you in a meditation state mind. That's what's so beautiful about music in general. It puts you in these states of mind to actually start seeing where you can find solutions for the problems that you're interacting with on a daily basis. You feel what I'm saying? 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene. We're all at war. 33 strategies. He give you 33 of them. There's plenty of more out there. As we dealing with war, with even in ourselves and with our outer selves and everything else that's going on. Even if you don't get into galaxies and all that stuff. The manifestation of our minds are, we create beauty. Who can do that? We can create beauty and we can create chaos. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. What in the right mind, why would anybody want evil for something? Or to be, addressed or be covered? Or why would you want to see people suffer? That's not normal. This is where philosophy is kind of stepping in on the fold. But think about it. Why would anybody want to even think on that type of energy? That energy is horrible. But we have the ability to think beyond. There's no limit. That's the beautiful thing about it. There's no limit. So start thinking unlimitedly. Start taking more ownership of your life. Move up in your gigs. Take ownership. Do something different with your significant other. Learn something new. Learn something that can build value within yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Make you appreciate art again. Drawing people and, elevating your mind, painting people, whatever you need to do. Learn a new sport. Learn a new sport that you never even thought you would even pick up, or that you thought was corny or something. Get them endorphins rolling up again. Get that energy sparked back. Get back into that goal mentality. I've been getting back into my music. I've been getting back into my drawing. And I want to share that with my significant others. That's why I enjoy writing letters. You know what I'm saying? Just doing something, going back. Certain things just kind of make you feel human. Y'all ever thought about that? All this technology got us looking like robots, acting like zombies. Like I said, how can you teach a zombie? You can't teach a zombie. A zombie is zoned out. They're cluttered. They got the clutter mentality. The mentality has been distracted. So far gone, they have forgotten how to be human. Because technology got us, I got to get the biggest TV in the room. I want my sound system. And you notice it's funny too, because you notice how many people are getting broke in these days. Well, when you're advertising your shit, and I'm not saying you got to be a minimalist or anything like that, but come on, how big of a TV you need? I mean, and that's your own preference, but it's getting, we're getting, it's getting very unexplainable. Certain issues and certain politics that we're working with, people. We got these politicians that are multi-millionaires. Not millionaires, multi-millionaires. Living the plushest life of all. And we're still giving them multi-millions doing things that we should be doing automatically in our communities. Uh-oh. This brother don't know what he's talking about. He just had a newsletter that was part of the the neighborhood that was actually getting a couple eyeballs rolled. The Universal Concepts of the Masterminds. That was my first newsletter. I started in 2000 out there in Seattle, Washington area. Back then, 2000. Universal Concepts of the Masterminds. And I might even get that back up and rolling again, because I do enjoy engaging with the people. I enjoy the mindset opening up people, getting people a more simplicity response to life, I guess, or how we respond to them in life. Because I think we forgot about the real human, the real sentient being, the real sovereign, as we used to say back in early 2008, 2009. Sovereignty has been the sovereign or autonomous. Yes, why we complain? Episode 82. Like I said, if you're getting any value, tune in. Tune up. Make it happen. Life is too short to be living a scarce dream.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.